Hey guys, let's get into it. Today I want to talk about something different. Let's talk about gluten-free diets and those scams associated with those. Okay. So who am I? Again, I know obviously this is a banking app channel. We do more fintech rings, fintech related products, finance related products. I'm the CEO of Ruka. So Ruka is a smart payment ring, ORUKKA. You can tap to pay with your ring. So I don't have my phones or wallets with me, especially for people who want to go for runs. If you're a professional, you don't need to walk around with your wallet or phones. If you're a traveler, if you go with the train, if you go for runs, if you go for night outs, concerts, and you're worried about your phone or your safety, go with your wallet or things like that, you could just tap to pay with your phone. Okay, just tap to pay. It's easy. But I think this caught my attention just going for lunch. Obviously, I eat food. Okay. Everyone around me, we all eat food. So you have to be careful with things, okay, and the scams associated with these things. So I just noticed, right, recently that the amount of, gluten-free products is a lot in all the shops, a lot. And it got me thinking, I'm like, do we really need that, Because I was working, so the last one that annoyed me that I came into this video straight away during lunchtime was the, gluten-free potato chips. Yeah, chips, potato chips. I think the Americans call them crisps. We call them potato chips, right? So those things, they claim to be more healthy. So because they're more healthy, they're more expensive. In fact, this was 2 times more the value of just getting a plain chip. So you get plain chips or get gluten-free chips. I had to Google them, like, when did they start? When did gluten become something so healthy that you pay twice the amount of? See what I mean? So that got me thinking, right? And then you look at it, it's like having a gluten-free chips is like having having a dolphin-free pure water to drink, right? Because there is no fish-free, right? There's no protein or fish in water. So having saying that it's free means that it's not in there, but it shouldn't be there in the first place. That's the same to with gluten. If you go in and see any chips or crisps in an aisle and it says gluten-free, they know that it's fraud. Okay, because it's only found in wheat, it's found in barley, and it's also found, I think, in wheat, barley, and rye. Those are the only 3 places you can find gluten. So that it's not some toxic chemical that's suddenly been removed and then you find it healthy. But these guys use it for ads. They advertise it and make it look like, yes, you got something gluten-free, therefore we are helping you or saving you. Pay twice the amount you'd pay. And a kidney is actually 200 times the amount. That's expensive. And this has come out from nowhere. Okay. I was reading the other day as well about, toothpaste as well. So toothpaste, the way they actually force us to put a load of toothpaste, it was all marketing gimmick as well, so that the toothpaste run out quickly. And when it runs out quickly, guess what? You're going to buy more. That's how they keep the cycle going. So now they brought it into food. That's annoying. So guys, please be careful with that, and then, again, I know some people mentioned this, right? So there's something called, celiac disease, which is basically where you are allergic to, what do you call it, to gluten. So, and then you go for gluten-free. What's the percentage of people who have that? Less than 1%. In the entire America, if you look at it, that's less than 1%. That's 3 million people in the whole country that have what's called the celiac disease, which you become glucose intolerant or gluten intolerant. That's less than 1%. Across the world, I think we have about 0.4% in Africa. South Africa, you have 0.6% of the population. So it's really less than 1%. That's nothing. Well, compare that then to what we're seeing on the aisles in the shops. So in the shops, over 30% of the products you're looking out there claim to be gluten-free. Pizzas, bread, chips, water, milk. Guys, it's crazy what we're seeing out there today. And people don't know because no one's looking out for these things. Say, wait, what's happening here? When did this start? And why is the price higher than in a regular product? So it's crazy, guys. It's crazy. There's a health problem. People try to use this health problem on something and they take money from us, which I think hopefully people will watch. If you gain nothing from this video, just gain that. And you want to be careful. You want to look out for when things are claimed to be more healthy and charge you more for it. You have to look in it and find out. Again, you're Googling this, right? I'm not a health expert. So you can just a quick Google, right, guys? Just look at your phone. Most of us are on our phones these days. Google and check, is it really needed? Am I suffering from this that I need to now pay extra? Because if you pay extra, you've risen the benchmark. And that's where I come in on the finance side of things. If the benchmark for gluten, which is just 1%, if you see that the price point has gone up, that people are paying more for that and are ordering it more, what will happen is the shops will then stock that a bit more. If they stock it a bit more, what happens? They bring up the price. They bring up the price, yeah? If they bring up the price, what will happen then is, boom, it becomes more expensive. And then in general, the benchmark has gone up so that all the products become expensive. That's where it's come up from, okay? So guys, please be careful out there. Percentage is high. A lot of countries at this moment, I think, are bringing up this whole gluten-free topic. Please, that's a new one. Okay, please, guys, be careful with that. Let's make sure we're safe. Make sure we put our money in our pocket, and let's make sure again we know what we're buying. Okay, and seeing if we need to buy it. Okay, if we buy it, fine, it makes sense, right? You see what I mean? But just know that it's a premium, and if it's a premium, then know that you're paying more for it. Okay, same thing with milk. I'm going to talk about milk a little bit. Okay, so milk is the same thing. A lot of people are not lactose intolerant, but most of us are. But what that means then is we need to then reduce the amount of intake we have. It's not like it's zero. It doesn't mean as well that then you pay 30% more for the same milk that's lactose free, but then you pay double. And I've seen this as well, double the price to get a milk that's not like oat milk, right? Or yeah, a lot of plant-based milk these days are charging more. In terms of the cost, guys, look at this. In terms of the cost, it's cheaper to make a plant-based milk than to make an animal milk. So the milk is a byproduct of the cow, but the cow still has to be taken care of. It has to be reared. But the plant-based milk is much more abundant, but yet we're paid more. You pay more for it. And that's why, because of the luxury effect, because it's seen as luxury, and then we go for it as well, and everyone goes for it, and then they push it as well. A lot of these health companies pull this up as well. So guys, be careful. That's all I can say. And I'm going to end this that as well. When we see a food aisle, you're going to the food aisle and you see something that's more expensive, please be careful. Again, I'm not saying we shouldn't spend money. We should spend money realizing that it's a luxury. We shouldn't spend money as a necessity, where we don't just buy normal milk anymore, or we don't buy normal chips anymore, because you're looking out for, a glucose-free option, which you don't need. Thank you very much, and take care, and I'll talk to you guys next time.